Hey, good morning, everyone. This is Vance Williams. Welcome to our live trading show this morning. It's Tuesday, August 5th, and we do have a great show for you today, I think. I'll talk to you today about what we saw unfolding yesterday, what's happening right now. Victor's going to show you two setups that our traders were trading this morning, and we'll take a viewer question. If you're coming from YouTube or Google and you're looking for 8 things that you saw in that video of mine, let me click over and show you guys real quick where you can get that. Just want to make sure you guys can find it. Well, I thought I was ready. Let me try it again. Right here, you can see it on my site, forexartofwar.com. It's right here on the top right column. Just enter your name and email. Pretty soon, we're just going to put email there. But you'll not only get 8 things, you'll get the first book in my 3-part series on the art of war and forex trading, which is the first battle. It's great for new traders, and so you can get that there. Also, you'll get notices about when these live shows are happening and what's going to be on them. One click and you can unsubscribe, so don't worry about that. Alrighty, so let me see. Let's just. I've got Victor. I'm going to bring him back here in just a little bit, but I want to get right to the price analysis this morning. Also, this week you're going to see the front page of our site change, forexartofwar.com. We're going to be offering a lot more content, including showing you all of the techniques we use in terms of price logic and how we read the market so accurately. So keep your eye out for that. Okay, let's get to price. I'm going to talk a little bit about yesterday before we move on to what's happening right now. Just want to show you that price had made a move during non-farm on Friday. If you follow my mouse here, it had made a nice move up. Let's see, was that around 8:30? It was. So 8:30 is when they released non-farm. Made a nice move. There was potentially a trade in here. A few of our traders were able to catch something in here once it settled down a little bit. But yesterday was really easy to read. We had a 76.4 level. That's a tough technique to teach, but basically once you get it down, the market will tell you right where it is, and you can see it right there. We had that marked at 134.16. Did drop down a little bit. Remember, the trend wasn't turned over yet, so it dropped out a little bit, kind of telegraphing that it was going to go, and then later it comes down and really goes through this strongly. So Victor's going to come back and talk about this area in just a little bit. The pound I want to talk about yesterday, we've got kind of the same look, but with one added feature. I had the, if you're wondering how I got this fib in place, it's based on a 5-minute chart. This is a 30-minute. But I basically identified where I thought that key level was, that turning point. And you can read that in the analysis that I posted yesterday before any of this happened. Actually, I posted analysis about right there. I had a supply line on here. This is a technique using TD points. It helps us to measure the struggle between buyers and sellers here. And I said basically the first thing we're looking for is a close above this level, and then a close above 68.40 to signal a trend reversal. And so you can see it comes up, closes above there, bounces around in there, and then once it closes above there, that's when it goes. And so these are all specific techniques that we teach that help you to read with great accuracy. Not really a great trade to speak of in here. To someone who is aggressive, being able to read early trends, possibly. Okay, I want to talk just about current price action. You know what? I'm going to do that after Victor goes over the trades because I don't want to, I don't want to be too redundant. I'm not exactly sure what he's going to cover. So he's going to cover what happened, the setups that happened this morning, and then whatever he doesn't cover, I'll come back to. Victor, how are you out there in Australia this morning?
Yeah, Vance, it's really nice actually to be back in Australia, mate. You can probably just see my screen, so that's good enough. You don't need to see my face. But it's nice to be back. It's winter here at the moment, but yeah, no, it was a really, really good morning this morning, Vance. I know you were sleeping, but I might jump straight into it, okay? Can you
Please.
see my chart okay?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. This red line here denotes the time that I pretty much opened up my charts this morning and did some pre-London analysis. This is about 2 a.m. Eastern time. And I was just looking at this, watching this go through, pretty much ignoring what happened last Friday. And then I saw this move down in early London. So I'll just drop to the 5-minute chart, blow that up a little bit. And this is the move that I started. I was watching the moving averages as they were going pretty much flat, and then they just started to turn over on this move down. And this was a really consistent move where you could really see the selling happening. Worked out to be about 19 pips, just on 20 pips. Lovely pullback to 38.2 just before the 50, and then it made its second push here. So that was a beautiful trade that some of our traders took this morning. Then, watching the strength of this candle here, I just moved my fib down here. Moving averages are really starting to separate quite nicely now, showing that the bias was really to the sellers. A new price advance pushed past this point here. Watching this down, you can really see strength here. All bear candles down to here. This was 21 pip move, so it's actually even stronger move than this one here. Another move back to 38.2, which was quite logical, and then it made its second push, and now it's just sort of wiggling its way down. So for summer trading and for a Tuesday, two beautiful setups on the year this morning. Not too many traders can complain about that, I think.
No, it's just awesome. And let me just go back to my face for just a moment.
Yeah.
You guys that are following what we're doing, Victor pointed out something there that I want you to really key in on. The new wave that came down. You need to know how to do these new waves. That's a technique that I developed back in '07. When you see the second new wave is bigger than the first, that's really great. That tells you, like Victor said, the trend's getting stronger. Not only that, make sure that since you know it's getting stronger, don't look for quite as good a price, as much a pullback, right? Because it's not going to pull back as much. Excellent, Victor, and I'm really happy for you guys this morning. Nice job.
Yeah, I was really feeling for you, Vance, that you were sleeping through that one, but yeah, it was good. It was good for summer.
Plenty of opportunity. There's just plenty of opportunity. Let me go back to my chart. Victor, you see my charts okay?
Just got your, yep, there we go.
All right. Euro, I just want to comment right now. I think the euro is coming into an area where we're going to see some support. Keep in mind that the central banks are constantly manipulating, or they're trying to anyway. They're trying to manipulate price. They like this euro in a 50 pip range. It's at 55 right now. It's also coming into this area right here. We've had some strong support in the past. So I think you can just kind of, even if you don't have much experience, you can see probably a bunch of buy orders sitting in this area. Maybe it's even being defended in that area. All right, so I think the best setups have played out for the euro. Let's take a look at the pound real quick. I know that some of our traders were looking at taking trades here. I haven't looked at this super close this morning, but I'm going to do that now. So this is a pound 30-minute. We had the new trend emerge. Pretty good pullback to the former area here that we broke out of. And then the thing that catches my attention is a very, very, very strong move. Now, as I recall, we posted some high-impact data coming out at 4:30. So, as you gain more experience, you're going to understand when that affects your trading and when it doesn't. But let's drop down to the 5-minute. People say, why do you trade a 5-minute chart, Vance? I don't trade a 5-minute chart. Think of this as right now you're flying over in a helicopter over the land, and you can see the buildings, and the people look like little tiny dots, but you can't tell what the people are doing. You just see them moving around. And so what we've got to do is we've got to fly a little closer to the ground and see what their behavior is, what they're actually doing. I can't tell whether this candle pulled back 50% or 61.8. I can't see any of that. All I see is one big long candle, right? And this is really important. We're not trading symbols, because right now that candle is just a symbol. I want to know what they were really doing. I want to know how they were behaving. Good trading decisions are based on logic. Logic, no matter how advanced your MIT degree is about what some other human being is doing. And we can't see what they're doing right now. So let's drop down to the 5-minute. Oh, just one big long candle. Okay. You know, Victor, would you say that a 44 pip 5 minute candle is usual or unusual?
For me, that's it's bordering on the unusual for that one, and it was all high impact data related, that one.
Okay. So Victor says that's unusual. Now let's use our logic here. Is repetitive human behavior usual or unusual?
Usual.
Yeah, thanks, Victor, for jumping in there. I couldn't hear anybody else because they don't have a microphone. But yeah, it's unusual. So there's not great logic, and he says well, it's kind of bordering on unusual. It's actually more unusual than usual. Put it that way. And so can we trade it? Yeah, absolutely, you can trade it. But whether you take this trade or not in the future is going to depend upon your experience with the nuances when the data matters, when it doesn't. For most traders, a 44 pip 5 minute candle is going to be a little bit unusual. Probably the more money you have on the line, the more unusual it's going to look. You're risking 20 bucks, it doesn't look that unusual. You're risking a house payment, that looks pretty unusual. So that's basically the more significant, the more closely you look at it. But certainly, if any of our traders took this, great practice, great experience. You don't have to worry about winning or losing. You just trade, and it all comes out in the end. Anything to add, Victor?
No, no, that's why we sort of gradually through level 4 and level 5 we really start to develop specific rules for those. But anyone at level 1, level 2, level 3, yeah, they should be having a swing at this just for practice.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, thanks. Hey, Victor, we had a question this morning from a viewer.
Yeah, yeah, we did. From Johannes in Denmark, and he just wanted to know, he's just getting into Forex trading, and he wanted to know what broker he should trade with. Pretty common question, that one.
Hmm. I don't see my camera on. Ah, there we go. Cheers. Did you say it was Johan?
Johannes.
Johannes. Okay, Johannes, that's a great question. It's one we get all the time. First things first, whatever you do, do not open a live account. Do not do it. If they're offering you put in 20,000 and they'll match 2,000, read the fine print. You have to take like 20 or 30 trades within 45 days. It's just not going to happen. You're not going to get that money. And what's going to happen is the worst thing happens is you learn a technique and it works for you like 8 times in a row, and you start trading your live account and lose all your money. So don't open a live account. There's no need for it. There's just about every broker opens a demo account. First answer is it doesn't really matter which broker you use. It just matters get a demo account, get some charts set up, just get in there and try it. We do recommend, we don't recommend, we offer, suggest Oanda because the only reason is because they've been around for a long time. And not a lot of complaints about them. They seem to do a pretty good job. I personally use Interactive Brokers, but I use Oanda's charts, and we recommend them because they use MT4 charts, which for us, we train all over the world, so it helps us in terms of everybody being able to look at the same charts. Do you have to use the same charts? No, absolutely not. But we do offer it right there on the horizontal toolbar on forex.award.com. It says free software or whatever, and there's a few videos there. So you can use that if you want. Now, we don't earn any money from brokers, not even advertising, nothing. We don't do that. We're purely a training company, and so we don't care who you use. But the main thing is whoever you use, between now and the time that you do start trading a live account, we would encourage you to try out a couple of brokers. Learn about the management behind the company. You've got plenty of time to learn about that. See what other traders' experience has been. Read up their reviews online. And if you do that once in a while, by the time it's you're ready to trade a live account, you'll have a pretty good idea on who to use. Anything else, Victor? Oh, I think I might have lost Victor. Okay. That's about it. I just wanted to remind you guys again. Let's go to. I gotta go to my computer here. There we go. If you want to get my free books right here, forexartofwar.com. I also offer a free consultation if you guys want to meet with me. You can click here, and that'll give you the second book in my series, Seize the High Ground, which is about high probability logic. So lots of great stuff for you to review there. Victor, did I lose you? I guess I did. Anyway, so great to have Victor on with us this morning. I don't know, maybe the wires froze or something. Of course, I don't think his winter's quite as powerful as I'm imagining. But anyway, I hope you got just one good idea this morning. If you watch our shows, you're going to understand price logic and how that works. It's probably it's not probably, it's the most accurate way to read charts that there is. It's going to give you a high probability in terms of knowing what's likely to happen. So we'll cover those techniques over and over again on our shows and on our new training shows that are coming up on the main page. If you're a member, we'll see you guys in what looks like 43 minutes, something like that. We'll see you guys in our live trading room. Thank you, everyone, for coming this morning. And thank you, Victor. Have a great day, everyone.